EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Real quick.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guys' pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Ravens at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Mayfield now. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hubbard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Hubbard again, and this time he works his way in. Touchdown, Panthers. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, rested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He'll field this at the 5. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Play fake. Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second and goal, Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Kalen Ballage as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
this is intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
And he's got some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now back to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On the give, this is Hubbard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hurry! King!
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he'll go down at the 28.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Panthers first down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
I'm downstairs